I'd take a flight to the UK right now and just fucking show up and curb stomp their head.
What the fuck? This man is insane.
Yeah, I get arrested.
Don't mess around with this. Don't mess around with this guy. He's fucking scary. Look, he has the face of a villain. Yo, what's up? This one's called Exposing a $500 Million Scam. Holy shit, it gets dangerous. That's part 2. We reacted to part 1. That's somewhere in on my channel. Click on it. It's one of the more popular videos. Kinda has got like 200 views or something, 150.
$500 million Ponzi scheme called Trader's Domain. In part 1, we exposed a web of scammers. We found an ongoing government investigation.
Oh, the first video is fucking crazy, by the way. Here, like, I mean,
victims. I realized there was someone behind the curtains controlling it all.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, the Ted guy, he is a fucking psycho. This guy's an absolute sick man.
And that's when I find out there's this one guy named Ted who's making all the trades and he's running this Ponzi.
Yeah, this man is scary. I actually got chills watching that last time.
We now learn of this savant that is the man behind Trader's Domain. And so this is the first time I ever hear the name Ted Safranco. And I'm like, who the freak is Ted? Who's Ted?
What?
Is the multi-million-dollar question. And I decided the best place to look for answers was starting with the victims.
I love how well he bases these videos.
My understanding of who Ted Safranco was at the time
it just starts and gets going and going.
Trader.
He's a master trader with relationships like this all over the world, and he was internationally known and respected.
Very credible Wall Street trader. I know that's bad to, judge a book judge a book off of their cover, but he just looked like, like a normal guy, like a Wall Street trader,
Absolutely. I mean, that's how they get you, right? That's the whole purpose. He looks like that for specifically
like the type of
actually he probably doesn't give a shit about how he looks, I'll be honest. He probably just thinks about how fucking
guy that would
who to kill next, because this man is fucked up. Video scene.
Real past. Everything showed the opposite. He didn't work on Wall Street. He got his start in 2016 when he was the student of a 23-year-old get-rich-quick guru on Instagram.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, that's... Okay, now we know how these guys come around. You start by learning from a get-quick...
named Nino Koroff. We know this because of a testimonial he filmed.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ted. I've been working around right now with Nino for probably about 6 months. Really, what I did is, for 2016, what I tried to do is I really wanted to set myself up nice. Being a little bit older, I've been working for many years now, almost 15 years. I wanted to have a lifestyle change. I wanted to get into something different to give myself...
What a stupid fucking video. Just a guy with a stack of cash.
...a better opportunity in life. And literally, I went through social media. I found Nino on Instagram. I sort of laughed, actually, because I saw him with his Lambo and all his fun stuff. And me being as old as I am now, maybe 37 years old, 36 years old, I couldn't really fathom how somebody was doing what they were doing at such a young age.
Wow. And turns out they were scamming people, or alternatively, right? Here's what actually seems like that's what usually is the case. I don't know about this specific one, but what usually happens is the get rich quick guru is actually just a broke guy who is renting these cars to just look crazy, to impress people like that guy. Like this guy fell for the oldest trick in the book. He literally fell for an expensive car.
Phantom how somebody was doing what they were doing at such a young age.
Wow.
Then he realized, oh shit, I got scammed so easy. All right, I can do it on other people.
The answer, of course, to Ted's question is that Nino was scamming people with get-rich-quick courses.
Ah, exactly. See, that was my second option that I thought of. For some reason, I didn't say it, so now you're gonna think I'm just making this shit up on the spot, but trust me, I actually thought that.
And Ted...
Fuck. All right, before you go down to the comments and tell me how I didn't actually think that and I'm lying, maybe you go subscribe along the way as well. Hit the like button. Helps me out. Come on, do the issue thing for me. Come on, I know you want it.
His own grift called the Forex Family Course, which eventually led to the launch of his very own Forex brokerage called Trader's Domain. Ted said that it would be not
Trader's Domain. That's one of the key words in the previous video.
Unmanipulated, as opposed to most of the scammy brokerages of the time. And with his business partner,
and if I say it, it's true,
David Negus, they opened their doors in 2018. I found this out because I talked to the roommate.
Why is that? That is the longest name. David William Negus Romvari. That is a long ass name.
Their doors in 2018. I found this out because I talked to the roommate at the time who witnessed everything.
So my name's Jonathan Semeta. I was roommates with David Negus.
Oh
at the
my
start of 2008.
god. Big mistake, bro. You actually fucking got exposed by... Oh no. I mean, okay, obviously it's a good thing that that happened. But I imagine from the perspective... Okay. Let's look at it from the perspective of the villain for a sec. He must be pissed.
Team pretty much for the whole duration of the year. And I witnessed the inception of Trader's Domain from the beginning. It was basically run out of the spare bedroom of our house.
That's right, we have an eyewitness who saw the beginning of this. And what he told me is that Trader's Domain was originally selling themselves as one of the good...
So the name Trader's Domain has been around for a while. Good to know. Okay, see, I kind of thought this was made up for this operation. Guess not.
guys.
Forex has a lot of shysterness in the industry. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of that. And
Absolutely.
there's a lot of brokers that have bad reputations,
Ponzi.
you know, with doing shady dealings. Ted and Dave started this operation under the premise of the good guy and honesty.
I mean, that's what I like.
being
The number one brand in honesty. You know Darman, the number one brand in honesty, the guy that was later exposed for mistreating his employees. Absolutely the good
sort of
guy.
thing, someone you could trust, which everybody bought. You know, Ted did have a good reputation in the community.
The way they did this was they described themselves as an A-book brokerage, which I didn't really understand at the time, but basically...
Not all B-book brokerages are scams, but almost all Forex scams are B-book brokerages. Okay, I get it. So, yeah, that makes sense.
They were one of the legitimate ones.
Can you just explain really briefly what the difference is?
It's a correlation versus causation kind of thing.
So A-book, your orders are direct to the market. And B-book, basically the broker takes the opposite side of your trade. So when you lose money,
So what does that mean?
they win. Because most traders lose, so a lot of brokerages go B-book because they make money off the trader. They're not, your orders.
That makes sense. So they want to convince you to get into projects that will flop, and they'll get rich off of that. That absolutely makes sense.
Aren't actually going to the market. It's just the broker basically shamming you.
Okay, to summarize what he said real quick, because it's important. Forex brokers, which are A-book, it just means that your trades are real. B-booking is when the trades are kept in-house and things can be faked. They can be messed with. And this is why Ted said
So I'm gonna stop.
his brokerage
Just
was A-book.
it's not
scam
A-book,
you,
it's
and he
B-book.
claimed this
Wait, what does he say? Oh, it's not B-book, it's A-book. Okay, yeah, so he's saying, yeah, we're the kind of brokerage that make money off of you making money. Trust us. Source, trust me, bro.
Ted said that his brokerage was A-book. He couldn't scam you, and he
I physically can't, because if I scam you, I'll lose money. It's impossible.
claimed this repeatedly. But the question is that true?
No.
With stories of changing trades, I wasn't so sure.
And then all of a sudden, everything magically got erased. And they said, oh, the server.
Oh, yeah. Remember this bullshit when they told them the servers are down, and oh the money is looking different. Oh, it's like, it's a missimple, so it looks like your money's because like basically, okay, so we clicked into the files of the server, right, and we accidentally changed the line of code. So the 0 that was supposed to be at the end to show that your money went 10x, it actually appeared at the start, and then a dot also appeared because of a misclick, and now it looks like your money got divided by 10 instead. But like, oh no, no way. It's just the server issues. No, it's the usual. It's just visual. Like, actually, trust me.
Servers refreshed. We had to refresh the servers. Like that somehow changed all the trades, right?
And not only were the stories shady, when I asked the roommate about it, he told me about a very strange conversation he overheard.
Oh, let's
I was in my
go.
room one day, and I overheard.
Witness stuff. That reminds me. We should react to some JCS criminal psychology guys. I've watched some of their videos before. They dropped some new ones since I last watched that I haven't seen. Oh my god. Well, anyways, this video is such a banger. Obviously, we're gonna finish this one first. Like, no shit. But that's another idea for later.
And I thought I caught something about B-booking, switching people from A-book to B-book. And so I asked Dave about it, and he blatantly said to me, he's like, yeah, he's like, if people are gonna be losing, we might as well B-book them because we're just leaving money on the table. It was kind of a shock to me because that's, kind of went against everything that they had sort of built this platform on.
But I mean, that's what everyone does, right? That's absolutely how scamming works.
I just didn't really know how to take that, but I just took it for what it was.
Wow, if this is true, this means their whole story is fake. But of
I'm gonna
course,
speak a bit
claiming
quieter
this
now because my throat
is
hurts.
a pretty huge accusation,
I
and
speak
I
too
didn't
hard.
want to do it on the word of just one person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it would mean that everything was built on lies and fraud. So I wanted more proof.
But to be honest, I kind of expect that everything is built on lies and fraud to begin with. That's how it usually, like, that's how it goes, right? That's, if it ended up being a scam, then it must have been a scam from the get-go, you know what I mean? And even if it wasn't, will that really affect the end result if they end up scamming everyone and like taking everyone's money and because of server issues? Like, you know what I mean?
So to do this, I set up a Discord channel to investigate Trader's Domain and
This server is just for fact gathering about the Ponzi scheme Trader's Domain. Okay.
invited all the victims to come share with me what they had found. And soon, many of them started sharing evidence, including a document which
Proof the broker was B-booked despite claims in 2017. Date.
they said would prove that they were B-booking. These people showed me
It's a person with proof. Okay, let's see
an
it.
invoice from a platform called B2 Broker, addressed to Trader's Domain FX, which had a very important line item. Quote, minimum month.
It's the name is called B-book broker. Brother. Look at it. It's called B2 broker. It's B. Holy shit. How more blatant can you get?
Which had a very important line item. Quote,
I said I'm not gonna
monthly
scream as
payment
much.
for
I'm
the
stupid.
use of B-book service. Why would Trader's Domain need to pay for a B-book service if they were A-book? Now, of course, we also need to talk about who is B2 Broker. They call themselves a white label solution for brokerages and exchanges, which simply means they sell a brokerage product that you can slap your name on, and it appears that this is exactly what Ted Safranco
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, they made a thing that's a book, and they also made another one that's a B-book brokerage.
did, which means that the
And then they kind of just got people to buy into the second one, pretending to be the first one. Is that right? Or am I completely missing the point? Hey, someone can tell me in the comments while you're down there, like and sub. Yeah, got you again a second time in one video. Holy shit, I'm on a roll today.
back end of
But
Trader's
please do it,
Domain
helps.
and what Ted is even selling is just a rebranded product. So we'll put B2 Broker on the board over here because they're going to be key to understanding this whole scam.
Yep.
Because as I found more of these invoices, I realized B2 Broker may have helped facilitate
Let's see those.
this whole thing. These invoices.
Too much text, actually. Never mind.
B2 Broker may have helped facilitate this whole thing. All apparently for the low price of $1,000 a month for this fee. Now, what these several invoices do is not only
It's fucked up.
corroborate the story the roommate was telling us about B-booking, it means that the trades and the crazy returns are all likely fake. It was all a fraud based on a software Ted himself never even built.
I kind of figured that from the get. I don't know why. I don't know. With no real basis on doing so, I just assumed it was meant to be a scam from the get-go. Maybe because I've been scammed before, but I mean, either way, I feel like, I don't know, it's just, maybe I'm just skeptical. But I just kind of assumed, like, no shit. I didn't even consider the possibility that it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, okay.
Of course, now
Also, everyone has this the Shure SM7 or whatever the fuck it's called, SMP. I don't know. No, SMP is the fucking Minecraft thing. The what Dream does. Okay, never mind. Hey,
now the question is, okay, if the trades are fake,
this mic is pretty good though. Like, it's like definitely cheaper than that one. And what? I mean, the real expensive part here is the stand. Like, I paid almost as much for the fucking boom arm as the mic itself, but it's the whole reason I can use this mic in the first place. Like, if it was down on the table, I'd be speaking like this into the mic. It'd be horrendous, horrific. Horrific isn't bad.
Where did the money go? Because the investment money
I wonder.
was very much real, even if the trades were fake. We know for a fact
Okay.
that over
Oh yeah. But I mean, it went to the TED guy, right?
$100 million was invested based on the CFTC's estimate, but based on what I have, I think it's significantly more.
Okay.
Either way, we're
Oh,
talking
$500 million scam. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
about
I think I know how much how much money there is.
extremely large amount of cash. So it had to go somewhere. I mean, we know from our first
Absolutely.
episode that a lot of it went to this company called CCAP Holdings, but what happened after that?
Yeah, so
As
is
a-
it 145 mil that went to CCAP or what? I think so, right?
Ask myself this question. I was contacted by an anonymous source who found out that I was investigating. As I said, I had made it.
Yeah, but for real, if someone wants to correct me on like all the things I'm misunderstanding, please feel like go ahead, tell me I'm stupid in the comments, like, and then tell. Okay, maybe don't tell me I'm stupid. I'll be a very upset. I'll literally cry on camera if you do that in the next episode. So subscribe to see that. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm misunderstanding something, guys, just hit me up, explain it. I read every comment. I'm a tiny channel. I got time.
Public at that point, and they told me they had a friend who might know something more, something that could, quote, show B-book activities, money laundering, and fake invoices. They asked if I was interested. Of course I was. And when this friend got in touch, they claimed to have literally 2,000 plus files and documents on Trader's
That's
domain.
a lot of files.
I was a little skeptical at first, but when the files showed up, even I was surprised.
No, someone broke into the $10 million mansion. Oh, this is what we saw at the end of the last video. Okay, we got to the point that he was like showing in the preview.
Through all the documents. But eventually, a pattern started to emerge.
These videos are so high production, man. His 3D team and just like all this work he's putting into it, and even the fucking research. I could never do the work this guy does, and I bet most of y'all can. Like this is good shit. Top tier content.
The more I pulled on the threads, the more I realized this was all connected.
All right, let's see it.
All right, I think I get it.
Let's go.
I think I understand how
Break it down for me. I'm stupid. I couldn't connect the dots myself.
hook in money. If you look at our old understanding of the company, we had the base.
Although my assumption was that it's the Ted guy. I called it. I said it like a couple of minutes ago. If it ends up being him, just saying, guys. Just saying. I think I deserve a.
But we're
I'm not gonna
missing
do it a fourth
several
time.
things. Okay, it starts with the sponsors. There were micro celebrities or influential people who were paid very well to bring in investors, money. And the more you brought in, the more you were paid, which was actually explained to me by a sponsor who had $10 million underneath him.
Oh.
So you've got 10 million under you that's locked up. How many does the guy above you have?
He won't even tell me, but millions. He was getting like probably $500,000 a month just in payouts. Like I was doing well out there. I was getting paid like 20,000-30,000 a month.
British.
All right, so these sponsors would get a cut of the money
Sorry, I cannot laugh at British people. It's impossible.
that they brought in, which meant that they went out and flexed on social media to bring in more clients. Some bragged about yachts, some invited people to DM them for 10% monthly ROI deals. Either way, once the victims were on the hook, they would be instructed to go one of two payment routes. The first option was cash. They would wire money to a US-based bank like CCAP Holdings with a generic memo that said services and definitely not Forex or investments.
Okay.
Because that would trigger red flags. And once word went out that the wire had been sent, but
I mean, you've seen the services papers from in the previous video.
before the money even got there, Trader's Domain would immediately credit them on the back end with fake money, which we know from interviews I did.
He would credit my account without ever having any money before I ever gave him money. You know what I mean?
So the numbers were there before you ever got.
Before I ever paid for anything.
So that day, I get a Trader's Domain confirmation, and it shows up in my Trader's Domain, $500,000 sitting in my account. The next day, Chase calls me, and they go, "Oh, we just want to verify this is you." And I'm like, "Oh, you haven't released the wire?"
So they manually sent them the money.
Oh my God. So they had credited your account before the money
Yeah.
had ever hit.
Yeah, before the money had ever hit.
What
All right, but if the money on Trader's Domain was fake, where did the real money go? Well, I believe they had a money laundering operation to get the money offshore. This is based on a series of invoices I was given showing money being sent from onshore banks, Ted Safranco, David Neek, Tin Tran controlled, like Sag
a few names,
Capital.
you know.
And then they would send that to offshore companies, shell companies, which were very suspicious. For example, We found invoices sending $100,000 to a company called Safe Seal Technology.
And what do they do? Okay, this is how the easiest way to check if a company is legit. What the fuck do they actually do? Check them. What are they doing? You know, like actually just do a background search on the company. If they look like they exist for no purpose and the product they make is just a bunch of nothing and it's like just some you know, fluffy that word makes no sense. Just the name. Absolute easy way to tell that there's some fucking sus reason behind it.
In another one, they sent $1 million to Discover Tour Plus.
I bet he's about to do that, right? He's gonna check the companies and gonna be nothing companies.
Now, this one in particular had a website, and if you go to discovertourplus.com, they claim to be a travel agency, but there's nothing to actually buy.
Exactly what I mean. Okay, I've actually had like scam ads before that have like websites attached. You go to these websites, don't, because you know, fuck knows what's gonna happen, but you actually go to these websites and it's nothing. Like, it's a bunch of jargon. They're telling you shit to try to convince you that they're real, and they use a bunch of fancy sounding like keywords, you know, like inspiring, but it all means nothing. And even if it does mean shit and they're talking about it, like, you just all the website does is tell you about the services they provide you. There isn't a button to do anything. There's no contact info. It's nothing. It's a nothing
My own
burger.
vacation, which I
That's the word I was looking for. I was trying to think of that fucking phrase for 10 minutes straight, 10 seconds.
need at this point because I'm way too deep in this investigation, but none of the links would let me book. So this website appears to just be a front for funneling millions of dollars offshore. Besides, who even pays $1 million to a travel agency if you're a Forex investment company? It especially does that multiple times. Of course, the alternate explanation
I mean, nothing suspicious about all this so far.
is that the reason you might send money from a shell company in the US to an offshore shell company is to launder that money, because then you can now declare that $1 million the travel agency took in the result of a bustling business instead of fraud.
Yep,
Now,
absolutely.
That's my theory, but we have dozens of these invoices which seem to confirm it.
Let's
and
go.
You might expect that this was the main way Trader's Domain moved large chunks of cash.
But I guess it's not. Okay, what's the main one then?
You'd be wrong, because in 2023, laundering money through banks is like communicating with smoke signals instead of text messages. No, the real way to launder money has changed. Today,
Yeah, to be fair, the few transfers he's shown weren't that big. You'd have to do a fucking million of these. Like, actually, there's 500 million. Assuming they do these 100,000 transfers like the previous time, or the 1 million ones, assume like somewhere in between 500,000, 1,000 of these transfers, like they'd have to make so many front companies. There'd have to be so many fake companies, and like, otherwise some bank is someone's gonna be suspicious that you sent a random ass travel agency $100 or $10 million or $1 million 100 times or 200 times. Like, what the fuck is going on there? You know what I mean? So that makes sense.
it's crypto. So this brings us to
Okay.
option
It's always crypto. Every time a scam is involved, it's always fucking crypto, man.
2 of how to move money. Crypto is the main way Trader's Domain moved money. It was perfect for them, and it was the main way they circumvented regulation. Recall at the beginning of this show, I told you that offshore companies couldn't solicit U.S. investors, but Trader's Domain told people that up front. They said, quote, Trader's Domain does not solicit U.S. clients. However, they would claim underneath that, quote, just a note, we have crypto accounts available, which is sort of like saying, hey, we don't let in U.S. clients through the front door, but just a note, we have a back door.
He made a perfect analogy. I don't have anything to add here. Let's just keep watching the video, I guess. That's so fucking hilarious. How is that not suspicious to anyone in the slightest? Not to the people doing this, but to like an outside person seeing this. I guess outside people weren't seeing this. This was, you know.
Because when you went to their website to sign up, I kid you not, as country of origin, you could select your country as the country of crypto, which, unsurprisingly, some people actually.
That is as obvious as it fucking gets. Guys, just select crypto.
One of the early things that felt weird to me is that you couldn't register as a U.S. citizen on his website. It was crypto. You had to go in as a crypto user. I can still show you on my account where I'm listed as a crypto user and not a U.S. citizen.
That is clearly illegal.
Absolutely. I mean, what do you mean this country is crypto? Absolutely.
But the reason it matters is not that they circumvented regulation. People do that all the time.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
the scale this was all happening on. This wasn't a few dollars. This is hundreds of millions. I mean, a single one of their payment processors in crypto complained in a recent lawsuit that the founder believed that, quote, the trader's domain is clearly a Ponzi scheme. They have.
Oh, okay. So somebody's already like fucking dug deep into the shit. I mean, we already saw someone claiming that, you know, they've laundered $145 million, but there we go. There's even more.
Moved over $50 million in cryptocurrency and U.S. currency.
Over 50. How much? 500 million, apparently.
Directly to the trader's domain systems.
Sorry, 500 million. I don't know why I put the annunciation on the million part. Like, we already know that it's millions.
Not only that, a different payment processor also had their transaction data with trader's domain leaked to us with the help of a blockchain intelligence.
I love
company,
leaks. I love when
Blockchain.
I love when someone just shows up and like a guy in a fucking cape, you know, the secret hero just tells you, leaks all the data.
We traced even more money that had come in. According to them, roughly 450 million went into trader's domain. And that combined with the 50 million from that other crypto payment process.
And we get the 500 mil. Okay.
Is where we arrived to our $500 million estimate. Now, bear in mind, this is just crypto. This is not talking about fiat here. And this is real money that went in, not fake Ponzi gains. And at this point in the investigation, I'm feeling pretty confident. We have two really big things. The first is that the scale of this thing is huge. Probably bigger
absolutely.
than even the government believes it is.
Yeah, I mean, the government thought it was just like over 50 million to some extent. They had no idea.
But I also feel extremely confident we have proof of fraud.
That's so good. I love this, man. This actual investigative journalism done by a pro, but turned into a quality-ass YouTube video.
Left to do is confront the man behind it all, Ted Safranco.
Yes, let's go. The guy. Oh, but that's actually. Oh, I see the title now. I mean, Coffeezilla. This dude better be fucking safe and like. I hope he hasn't doxed himself at any point or. Oh, this. I see how this could be really fucking dangerous. That guy is insane. I mean, in his own fucking TikTok live stream or whatever that was, he said that it doesn't matter if someone comes at me because if they do, they're dead. And I'm like, well, I'm paraphrasing because that's how I remembered it. I mean, I'd have to rewatch the clip, but holy shit, that is. Oh.
And this is also the thing that I've been putting off doing the whole time.
Absolutely, yeah, that makes complete sense. I mean, why would it's risky? Like the guy has shown that whether it's true or not, whether he's just trying to intimidate people, fact of the matter is you're being threatened.
Be honest.
By a dude that has a lot of money.
Because the entire investigation, as I spoke to people, I was warned not to reach out because Ted was well known for going after anyone who went after his brokerage.
So okay. We have proof, right? He didn't just say that. What the Ted guy was saying with his threats aren't just empty words, because he is known for going after people. See, that's what has me fucking worried. Wow. Okay, it's actually crazy that he decided to commit. I mean, someone has to do it, right? Like, you want to come after my brokerage? You have a death wish. Yeah, that was the opening line in the previous video.
Like, quote, you want to come after my brokerage? You have a death wish in
brokerage,
messages.
not brokerage.
And I am going to put a bounty on your head.
Fucked up.
A lot more of these.
You really are fucking dead. Oh my god. Oh, that is fucking scary.
Of course, he also famously threatened people on video.
I'd take a flight to the UK right now and just fucking show up and curb stomp their head.
What the fuck? This man is insane.
Yeah, I'd get arrested.
Don't mess around with this. Don't mess around with this guy. He's fucking scary. Look, he has the face of a villain. This is how criminals look in, like, not even in movies. This is how real life criminals look.
So what?
Like the facial expression. He's like dead. He's dead in the eyes. I don't mean like.
Because they're dead.
So yeah.
You hear that?
So what? I win because they're dead.
I get arrested. So what? I win because they're dead.
So yeah, the guy is kind of a psycho. So I was
absolutely
very nervous about doing this, and so I decided to go to the bar and get me a little bit of liquid courage.
Okay, well, one thing I want to know first. Does this guy have all his data? I'm sure he does. Like, this guy knows what he's doing. Coffeezilla. There is no way in hell he doesn't have all his like personal info hidden.
Come on, Coffee. You've been sitting here for 2 hours. Are you gonna do it or not?
Give me this one more shot, okay? And then I'll do it. Here goes nothing. Come on, Ted.
I bet you he's not.
Fuck, my heart rate is pounding. Holy shit, he's actually gonna call the psycho. He's gonna call the guy that is threatening to kill people who call him. Who mess with him.
Come on.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Please record your message.
I knew it. That settles that. You want another drink?
I guess so.
Oh,
Humans are
it's gonna be in the next video. Shit. Oh my god. Fuck.
You were nervous about calling, yet you seem upset he didn't answer?
I was concerned. I mean, but once I was committed, I don't know, it just feels a little anticlimactic, I guess.
Maybe it's for the best. Not everything has a Hollywood ending.
Is he gonna call back? This is gonna have 100% a movie plot, right? No shot this doesn't. Otherwise he wouldn't fucking do this. This is gonna be a movie plot for sure.
You do the best you can, and sometimes you have to enjoy a consolation prize.
What's that?
How about a drink with a friend?
Wait, I thought you couldn't drink.
Take the shot, Coffee.
All right.
I've been watching you hide. I just close my eyes. I've known for a while. My dear, if you keep pulling that thread.
Are these the patrons? He called back! Yeah, she called back! Fuck! I thought this was the end. I legit thought with the way he was ending this, I actually thought he was like, okay, fine. We're gonna take this the safe way. Oh my god, it's actually happening. Oh, my heart. Can you hear that? Hold up.
Hello?
Fuck! It's in the next one.
Continue. Obviously, I've spoken to my counsel. We know about your YouTube channel now. We reviewed it. I mean, there's really nothing of substance on there, to be honest. I think it's more of a glorified clickbait channel.
I'm in chats right now on Telegram. He's still in there actively saying that he's trading.
You can think anything you want. You can turn around and say that I am gaming the system, I'm gaming my followers.
That is such a chicken response from a total coward. No accountability at all.
I'm the enemy of the state for most people because of what I do.
Oh my god.
Nobody knows anything about his wife because they don't have the resources that I have. My resources can find out every little thing about you. You will see the amount of destruction I leave.
Holy shit. B2B broker was asked for comment. Here's their response. We fully support individuals who are fighting against scams and any illegal or unethical schemes. As soon as we became aware of the negative information concerning traders' domain, we conducted a comprehensive internal compliance check and promptly terminated our agreement with them. Very good, very good. They should do that. Whether they knew this was a scam and just went along with it for money or not, honestly doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the good thing is that they decided to they broke they broke the termination. You know what I mean? Because if these guys didn't work with them, someone else would have. You know what I mean? Like, this is good. This is good stuff. Good to hear. All right, here we have the list of patrons. While he's looking at his patrons, let me tell you what. If you look at my description, the first link is going to be to this video. If you somehow watched mine before his, which I doubt, but like, what if? Absolutely go give his a full watch. Otherwise, by watching my video, you're kind of taking his view. That's a bit of a rap move. That's not how I roll here. You know, as a reaction channel, I don't want to be the piece of shit that takes views from others. Absolute fucking banger as always. I'm subscribing with notifications on, and you should do that as well, both to him and to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, sorry, I got distracted by a notification. I have such a fucking insect brain. Oh, part 3 will be released next week, guys. Sub to both of our channels so you can watch both his and mine in 3 weeks. All right. I don't got much more comments to say. I mean, this guy makes crazy videos, right? Well, I've done enough self-plugging in this video. I mean, 2 more videos here. If you don't want to click on them, that's fine. Whatever. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Bye. I like doing outros louder. I did them really loud in my early videos, but it hurts my throat too much, so I can't. All right. Goodbye.